So finally, the review you've all been probably not waiting for, but I'm going to do a pilot review, or two-parter review, or the pilot review and the second episode, or the hour-long special. However you want to look at it, it's up to you. You're in charge of your life. I don't control what you do or what you say. Why am I still rambling on about this part? We're talking Ducktales, the Ducktales reboot, Disney XD, bringing back the classic Ducktales into a new form. Straight up front, DuckTales is before my time. Yes, I'm a millennial. Yes, I do not have Snapchat. Don't even think to look for me there. I'm honestly not on Snapchat. But I've seen a lot of DuckTales episodes. I know a lot of the key characters. I know a lot of the key moments. And I know it's a fun story. And it's an interesting premise. It was in that time of things I wanted to go back and look at. I loved it. I liked Animaniacs. You know, those kind of cartoons from that time. They're kind of campy and funny. Animaniacs, I want them to bring that back. But that's another story. I'll digress. And we'll talk about this DuckTales reboot. This thing was announced. I was super excited. I wanted to get into it. There's a cult following for DuckTales. There is. There always will be. And I'm really excited to see where this series go. Straight up front, this was fucking awesome. I loved this episode and loved this premiere. It was so fun, so original, so creative. It takes DuckTales a little more seriously than it maybe did before. I love this whole dynamic of an old Scrooge trying to rekindle his love for adventure and find himself in this world again, because he used to be this big deal. People cared about him. He mattered. And now he's kind of this nobody. He's this recluse guy. And he's trying to find his groove again. He's trying to be back into this world. And I love that angle, as he sees himself as still on top, but he's not. And he's still trying to figure out how to get back up there. David Tennant voiced him really great. I really did like that. Scrooge McDuck was this was a great Scrooge McDuck. I really like this Scrooge. It just worked, and everything about his whole dynamic, I think is going to be really exciting to see. And his relationship with Donald. I guess Donald's going to be in this series a lot because he is living with them, and I'm really okay with that, because this Donald, I actually found really hard to understand. And that could kind of be the point of Donald. At times not. I think the voice actor's doing great. I'm super excited to see where Donald goes, because there's a lot of history between Scrooge and Donald that we are going to get more of, and I'm super excited to see that whole picture with Donald being his sidekick, and we see the nephew's mother in the picture. Oh, it's like, what? That got me at the end of that second episode, or the end of the hour-long special, whatever. That was so cool. That was really great. The animation, very great, fluent. It just felt organic and in the way it needed to be. I think the animation style, it's very comic book-like, and it's very animated-like, and I think that's a great dynamic for this kind of series, is to see the way those two play off each other and to do that kind of stuff. So where does this series pick up? Donald is going for a job interview. He needs to get a job. He's no longer a sailor. And you see the nephews, they're doing stuff. They want to get out. Donald is a very overprotective uncle, and it was a really great way to pick up this series. He takes them to Scrooge. You see the way Scrooge and Donald kind of don't like each other. There's definitely some tension and history there, and I'm excited to see the history as the show is played out. It's going to be so fun. It's so great. I'm excited, and I cannot wait and believe that we're going to get some great stuff happening. Webby was a character. I guess she's fine. I have no opinions on Webby. She's a fangirl. I guess you need that kind of character. I really liked her, and I'm going to kill myself for not remembering this. The name of her Granny, Miss Beakley, right? Miss Beakley. She was so fun. She was cool. And I'll talk about the nephews in a bit, but I got to talk about the standout character for me, as somebody who may not be the smartest guy, may not be the most well speaked guy. There's a character in this who I liked in the old one. Launchpad McQuack. Oh, Launchpad. This Launchpad was so great, so funny. He fit his role really well, and I just think I like that he's not just the pilot. You know, he's on the submarine. He was the limo driver. He's literally doing everything. He's got the crane dropping Donald's boat into the pool at the end. This Launchpad, I love this guy. I think he's my favorite character so far. He's the classic brute who's not very smart, kind of dumb and dull, but I think they're doing him in a way that actually works, and I'm excited to see where Launchpad goes with certain characters. The nephews, again, I said let's talk about them. Let's talk about the nephews. I think I figured out which ones are which. So let me know in the comments if I got this right. Dewey is the one in blue, Huey is the one in red, and Louie is the one in the green sweater. I think that's right. Now, out of all three of them, I thought they all had different personalities, which is something I knew I was going to get that. They're all going to be kind of different. You can have that classic trope, the troublemaker, the smart guy, those kind of things. We see those kind of tropes. They're similar in a lot of ways, and I think in these first two episodes, the standout character was Dewey, because we see in the second part where they go find the lost city of Atlantis and find the jewel, Dewey's the one doing the leading stuff, and he wants to really understand Uncle Scrooge and start to see these things. And I like that. I really did understand his character, and I think I liked his character the most so far because we got the most from him. Yes, the other two were great, Louie and Huey. They were really fun. They were really cool, but Dewey was the really standout here. And the scene where him and Scrooge are going through the lasers and they're trying to figure out how they can work together and trust each other, and how Dewey doesn't want to be on the sidelines of all these missions. He wants to go with Scrooge and actually help him and do these things, and he figures it out at the end. You know, the room's upside down, which means the jewel is hidden in the bottom. That was really good. That was really clever. Dewey was great. Louie was a character. Didn't get a lot of Louie. Again, he kind of helped Webby near the end, talk to Beakley about, you know, tell your grandma, tell her what you're up to, that kind of stuff. That was his kind of story arc there. I get it. It was cool. It was fine. I liked it. Huey had a great moment where you can see he's a smart guy. He wants to be kind of like the pristine and have plans and everything go according to it and not do anything wrong. And everybody knows a Huey. Everybody knows a Huey, even if you don't want to know a Huey. We all know a Huey. I know a Huey, and I think I'm more of a Louie in this situation. You know, Dewey's kind of too trying hard for me. I don't want to go on Avengers that much. I'd probably be a Louie, and that's exciting. Yeah, it's exciting for me to be this green sweater guy. That's cool. I liked this so much. It was just so fun and just... I had a great time. It was a blast. I was grinning ear to ear watching it. I was so happy. It was just a fun experience, and I can't wait to see more. I'm really glad we got a reboot or a remake that I can say I enjoyed. I enjoyed this a lot, and I cannot wait to see more. It was so fun. There was a lot of adult themes in there and trying to figure out how to rekindle your passion for certain things and go on adventures, and I can't wait to learn more about the history of Donald and Scrooge and the nephew's mother, whose name escapes me, but super excited to see this. That was it. That's my pilot review. If you guys liked it, let me know. If I got the twins or the triplets wrong, they're not twins. Well, which one's the oldest? I'd say it's Huey, right? I don't know. Maybe Webby's older. Yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you in the next one. Good luck.